You have to learn to use your mind to get rid of the stress out of your body. And that's what the full body relaxation exercise is for. You know how many times I did the full body relaxation exercise for over an hour and then went into my inner temple? And it's like the amount of benefit that comes from that is long-standing is incredible. Stress, ladies and gentlemen, when you walk around with stress, with anxiety and all this other stuff, it creates a state of tension in your body. That state of tension, depending on your degree of stress and anxiety and worry and bad food, all this stuff can cause that state of tension in your body and your muscles to become the new normal, right? And if that sustains itself for long enough, your muscle memory is going to be trained or programmed with stress. So you want to remove stress, you got to delete the stress out of the muscle memory. And we use the mind in the full body relaxation exercise in tandem with certain forms of alchemical yoga, like the yoga of Frank Rudolph Jung. We do all of these things in tandem with one another to get rid of the muscle memory entrainment to stress. The mind influences the body is the clay of the mind. The body takes the blunt or load of the mind and absorbs it in its tissues. Your cells are constantly responding to the thoughts in your head, to the emotions, etc. So we use the full body relaxation exercise to literally like knead out. It's like we're kneading out dough, right? We're getting rid of like just tension and stress. We're working out the bullshit. We're getting rid of it. And one experience with this exercise, the full body relaxation exercise, is not enough. If you are truly serious about practicing magic, you have got to master these 4 exercises. It's that simple. Magic is much more than carving pentagrams in the air and things of that nature. Those rituals where we carve those things into the air, when we do pentagram rituals, these are just extensions of the inner work that we've already accomplished, and they help solidify the encoding, if you will, of the subconscious mind. I'm not going to get into that in this video. I have a video, it's about an hour long, about pentagram rituals and what we use them for, etc., in magical practice. If you want to learn more, check that video out. I would highly suggest doing so. But the inner work, guys, crucial. Getting the water, the pure water, into your system. There's about 1 million different ways that you can take advantage of today to embrace better health and to get your system clean, to clean it up a little bit. Health is not just about having muscles and all this vanity and all this stupid bullshit. In fact, I abhor all that crap. Real health is when the mind is cleansed and empty, when you can get to a state of mental peace and make that sustained to the point where it remaps everything, and you can now embrace your life with a blank slate. Catch my drift? Because we have all of these foreign installations operating on autopilot without our conscious recognition. Magic and the inner exercises is a system of tools, rituals, mantras, yantras, etc. that we use to almost enter into a state of self-induced hypnosis so that we can access introspection, reflection, and the purging of the mind. It's that simple. Once that purging happens, a state of clarity ensues after prolonged usage of these exercises and all the things that we talk about on this channel. And then you will have a firm foundation to stand on. Catch my drift? Until then, we have all these cobwebs that need to be removed, systematically deleted from our mind like a surgeon deletes or cuts out a cancer or a tumor. You can directly experience the acquisition of your lost power. Your senses will open up and you'll be able to understand more of what the Matrix is trying to convince you and hoodwink you into doing so that you lose your soul as a byproduct. Catch my drift? It's called participation. You don't have to participate with this nonsense. And you can get to the point where you've established a state of health that's beyond what the system's norm of health is. I'm talking about power. I'm talking about ether. I'm talking about fire. Kundalini, folks. This is what they want to stop. Don't you see that? Aren't you paying attention? I hope so. Or are you like millions of these lost souls that are on the earth plantation as slaves? This is a broken system and it's designed this way intentionally. This is a test. Do you not see that? Your heart is being weighed on the scales of Ma'at. Do you not see that? Do you not sense it? Do you not feel it deep within your bones, within your blood? Do you not have a genetic memory of this? You know, You're a lot more aware of what's going on than you give yourself credit for, but you've lulled yourself into a state of slumber, and your day-to-day consciousness now resembles a deep unconscious sleep. There's no lucidity. Getting healthy requires you to become lucid. It takes action. Lucidity requires action, because once you become lucid to the truth, you're at a fork in the road, aren't you? You either keep going down the current or you swim up current. Swimming up current takes effort. Builds your muscles, though. You see, the easy path is for the sheep. They're floating down the river. All this nonsense, guys, it's subtle poison. Subtle fucking poison. They're modifying our genetics. They're changing the way our body works. And they're giving us a massive inundation of smart devices that make our life convenient. But these smart devices, as they evolve, you guys, they get more and more weaponized, and before you know it, everything on your phone will be able to be implanted into you. And I know that sounds very science fiction, but that's the future, you guys. That's what all the bigwigs are talking about. That is the aspirations of these insane fucking oligarchs that are running the show from behind the scenes. This is insanity. This is absolute insanity, and I have no more patience for the sheep. These people are destined, wired, whatever you want to call it, for their own destruction. They participate with it, and they love it. And they will fight, kick, and scream to defend the status quo.